Ever wondered how 3D animations are made? Today, we will discover the world of 3D animation through Maya, a leading software in the industry. Maya, developed by Autodesk, is widely used for creating stunning 3D models, animations, and even visual effects for video games and films. This video will guide you through the basic steps of learning Maya, from installation and setup to creating your first 3D object. So, are you ready to dive into the fascinating world of 3D animation with Maya? Let's get started. The first step in our journey is installing Maya and getting familiar with its setup. Start by downloading Autodesk Maya from the official website. Once the download completes, launch the software. A world of 3D modeling and animation awaits you. At this point, you'll get to choose your preferences. The interface layout and settings are fully customizable to suit your workflow. Remember, this is your creative space, so make it your own. With the software installed and set up, we are ready to take our first steps into the Maya interface. Now let's explore the Maya interface and create our first 3D objects. Our journey begins with the viewport, the window to our creative world. The channel box on the right is our control panel where we can adjust object properties. Below, we have the timeline for animation sequencing. And lastly, the attribute editor, a detailed dashboard for our selected objects. But what's a world without movement? Let's learn some basic navigation controls. To orbit, hold Alt and drag the left mouse button. To zoom, use the scroll wheel. And to pan, hold Alt and drag the middle mouse button. Now for the exciting part, creating 3D objects. Navigate to the Create menu and select your shape of choice, maybe a cube or a sphere or a cylinder. And voila, your first 3D object. To manipulate our objects, we use the Move, Rotate and Scale tools. They're as simple as click and drag. With our first 3D objects created, it's time to dive deeper into the world of 3D modeling. Ready to bring your 3D objects to life? Let's delve into modeling and texturing. Polygonal modeling is where the magic starts. By manipulating vertices, edges and faces, you can mold your basic objects into complex shapes. Tools like extrusion and beveling let you add depth and detail to your model, giving it a unique, realistic look. But what's a model without materials? That's where Hypershade comes in. This powerful tool lets you create and apply materials, giving your model color, reflectivity, and texture. And speaking of texture, let's not forget about UV mapping and shader networks. These techniques allow you to wrap custom images around your model, like a 3D sticker, to create detailed surfaces such as wood grain, scales, or fabric patterns. So with your model shaped and textured, you're well on your way to creating a convincing 3D scene. Now that our objects have shape and texture, let's illuminate them with some lighting. Shedding light on your 3D objects can make a world of difference. Let's learn about lighting and rendering. Maya offers various types of light such as point, spot, directional, and ambient. Each light type has unique attributes to control brightness and shadows, allowing you to achieve the desired mood and realism. Now let's talk about rendering. Maya Software Renderer is a great starting point. You can also explore other options like Arnold or V-Ray. Adjusting render settings like image resolution and quality is crucial to get the best results. But what about bringing your creations to life? Here's where keyframes and the animation timeline come in. By setting keyframes, you can animate simple movements like object translation and rotation. It's like directing your own 3D movie, frame by frame. With these basics under your belt, you are well on your way to mastering Maya. Keep practicing, and remember, every expert was once a beginner. We've covered a lot today, but remember, this is just the beginning of your 3D animation journey with Maya. We've delved into installation, interface familiarization, object creation, modeling, textures, lighting, rendering, and even the basics of animation. But don't stop here. Keep practicing, keep exploring. Venture into advanced topics and automation. Participate in forums and communities. Stay updated and consider advanced courses. Thank you for joining us today. Stay curious, keep learning, and let your creativity flow in the world of 3D animation with Maya.